boys and girls, it's Miss Gina. We are going to do our Easter story, and I am so excited because Easter is one of Miss Gina's favorite times of the year, and I'm so sad we can't be at school to finish up our story. But you know what? That's okay. We can do it here. And parents, even if you don't have the eggs, you can make these yourself. Anybody can do them, so anybody can use it. You just get an egg carton and 12 eggs. And then you can write 1 through 12 or use stickers. I like to use stickers for their fine motor skills, just to turn some education into the education of the Bible, because it can cross curriculum both ways. It's very easy to teach kids about Jesus and then teach them the skills that they need to be going to school also. And then there's just household items that you can get, or you can print pictures off of the internet. You will need a picture of a donkey, a small piece of bread, either a grape or a small cup, 3 dimes, a Hershey's Kiss, toothpicks, 3 crosses, and something that kind of looks like a heel if you want to use it. That's not a necessity. You need a sponge with a little stick stuck in it, and then you need a white gauze or a white piece of material, a rock or a stone, and then you need a feather or a picture of an angel, and then you need a cloud with a cotton ball or something that would remind you of heaven. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get started with our egg number 1, and it has inside of it, that's right, it's a donkey. Why does Miss Gina have a donkey in here? Well, this donkey is special. What's special about this donkey? Do you know? It has never been ridden before. And do you know who's going to ride it? Jesus is going to ride it, because he's going into the city of Jerusalem for the Passover celebration. And Jesus needed something to ride. He needed a way to get into Jerusalem. And so he had told 2 of his disciples, I need you to go and find me a donkey and bring it back to me. And so the disciples had to follow directions. We have to follow directions too, don't we? So they followed directions, they found the donkeys, and do you know what they done? They took their coats off, and they put their coats on the back of the donkey. My donkey's a little bit small for Miss Gina's jacket. And they took the donkey back to Jesus, and Jesus rode with his 12 disciples into the city of Jerusalem. That's right, boys and girls, into the city of Jerusalem. And there he was going for what celebration? That's right, the Passover. When he got there, people were so excited. They started pulling branches off the trees, and they started laying their jackets on the ground, and they were saying, Hosanna, Hosanna, make way for the King. There comes Jesus, King of all kings. And they were so excited. But not everybody was excited. The Roman soldiers were not excited. They were, we don't like everybody listening to Jesus. Nobody's listening to us now. Oh, we're going to have to make a plan to get rid of him. Was that a good choice, boys and girls? No. But do you know what Jesus done? He just rode right on into Jerusalem, and he waved at them as he went by. And you know what? In egg number 2, they're at that Passover celebration in the city of Jerusalem. And Jesus gives them some special bread. His 12 disciples are there with him. He gave them some bread, and he said, eat this and remember me. And then he gave them a special drink in egg number 3, and he said, drink this and remember me. And then Jesus done something we don't have an egg for. He did something kind of stinky. He washed his disciples' feet. Yes. And back then, they wore sandals. Yeah, if they had shoes at all. And they had to walk just about everywhere they went. Can you imagine how stinky nasty their feet was? But you know what? King of all kings washed those disciples' feet. And do you know what he was trying to tell us? Was he trying to tell us to wash other people's feet? No. Jesus was trying to show us how to be nice to our friends. And if Jesus, King of all kings, can wash stinky, nasty feet, then surely we can be nice to our friends and share our toys with them. But now let's say Miss Ida was sick. Should Miss Gina go and wash Miss Ida's feet for her if she needs it? If she needs it, I should. But just on a normal day, should I walk up and wash Miss Ida's feet? Oh, no. But Jesus wants us to be kind and to help other people. And there's lots of ways right now that we can help other people. Like being at home with mom and daddy, you can be extra good at picking up your toys and being a good listener. And so Jesus took 11 of his disciples. Judas had a bad heart. Not a bad heart like a heart attack. He had a bad heart like he loved money more than he loved Jesus. So he didn't go into the Garden of Gethsemane. Can we say that? The Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus took 11 of his disciples, went into the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. And he took Peter, James, and John a little bit further and said, stay here and watch and pray. And Peter, James, and John said, we can do this. So they're all busy. They're praying. They're doing a really good job. Jesus goes a little bit further into the Garden of Gethsemane, and he's praying, and he comes back to check on Peter, James, and John. And do you know what they're doing? They have gone to sleep. That's right. Jesus said, Peter, James, John, wake up. And they said, we're awake now. We can do this. Jesus said, I need you to pray. And so Peter, James, and John, they start praying again. Jesus walks a little further back into the Garden of Gethsemane. Peter, James, and John's doing a really good job now. They're praying. They start getting tired and they go to sleep again the second time. Jesus comes back and he said, Peter, James, John, I need you to pray. You're asleep. Wake up. And so Peter, James, and John said, did we go to sleep again? Oh no. We can stay awake this time, Jesus. We can stay awake and we can pray. Jesus said, I need you to pray because bad things are about to happen. So they started praying, and they was doing a really good job. They was trying really hard to be what Jesus wanted them to be and pray. But you know what? They just got tired. And you know what happened? The third time Jesus come back to check on them, do you know what he told them? He said, sleep on. And about that time, there was noise everywhere. And the disciples woke up. Oh, and they were so afraid. And there was Judas, one of the disciples. And Judas had all the Roman soldiers with him. And do you know what Judas did? He walked right up to Jesus and gave him a kiss. He did. Now, was it a kiss like this, like Ms.Gina's Hershey's kiss? No, it was a real kiss, but this will help us remember. And you know what? The soldiers took Jesus away. Remember, Ms.Gina told you there was going to be a really sad part of the story? But it only lasts for a little while, and then it gets really happy. But Judas, when he gave Jesus that kiss, showed the Roman soldiers where Jesus was. What did Judas get for doing that? That's right. 10, 20, 30. 30 pieces of silver. And I don't know if you can see that real good. That's only 3, but we're practicing counting by tens. 10, 20, 30. 30 pieces of silver is what Judas got for betraying Jesus. And they did some really bad things to Jesus. They hurt him, and they made fun of Jesus. They spit on him, and they made Jesus a crown. They said, if you're going to be king of all kings, then we need to give you a crown. And they made his crowns out of thorns. Yeah, they were sticky thorns. Yeah. So if you take them, and Ms.Gina has taken toothpicks and broke up, they're kind of sticky on the end. That would hurt. But can you imagine those going into your head? That's what they did for Jesus. Was they being nice when they give him the crown? No, they was being ugly. Now remember, I told you it gets even sadder from here. But there's a happy part coming, so y'all just wait. Okay, and then they put Jesus on the cross. That's right. They put him right up on the cross, and the name of the hill was called Golgotha. Can we say that 3 times in a daddy voice? Golgotha. And now in a mama voice, Golgotha. And now in a baby voice, Golgotha. And they also put 2 other people on crosses. They were thieves. Now, we've talked a little bit about thieves. What are thieves? These are people who take things that don't belong to them. But one of the thieves said, if you're really Jesus, you could get us down from here. And the other thief said, no, said, we've been bad. We deserve to be up here. But he's Jesus. He hasn't done anything wrong. He doesn't deserve to be up here. And he said, Jesus, I'm sorry that I've not believed in you and that I've done bad things. Will you forgive me? He said, I know that you're really God's son. And do you know what Jesus said to him? Even though Jesus was hurting so bad, he had that old crown on his head and they had been mean to him, Jesus said, he told that thief, he said, today you will be with me in paradise. So paradise must be like heaven, the best Ms.Gina can figure out. And boys and girls, we're going to stop and take a break. I'm going to put this in 2 videos because I don't want us to get too tired, because I know when you're at home with mommy and daddy, it's a whole lot harder to stay focused and stuff. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we will come back and we will start with egg number 8 and finish up the Easter story. I hope you're enjoying it. This is one of Ms.Gina's favorite stories. Love you bunches.